launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, December 20th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. You know the old saying about keeping your friends close and your enemies even closer? Well, it looks like we might have one of those situations going on here with Blessing Awodibu and Nick Walker. I'm joking about the enemies thing because these two do seem to have a genuine respect for each other. But seeing the two of them laughing and joking together after some of the back and forth that happened earlier this year is kind of crazy when you think about it. At different points in the year, they've both had their turns as the most talked about athletes in the industry. So if they can find a way to squash whatever beef they had and decide to actually join forces, I think it's one of those rising tide lifts all boats situations, because it feels like it would be good for everyone. Believe it or not, at this point, I think we're only 11 or 12 weeks away from the Arnold Classic, which feels weird even coming out of my mouth. But do you know who doesn't feel weird about that? Breon Ansley, because a few days ago, he announced that he was officially adding his name onto the athletes list. The last time he competed in Columbus was back in 2018, when he ended up winning the show a few months after he had just successfully defended his Olympia title. And even though it's been a while since he's won at that level, there's no denying that he's still one of the top 2 or 3 athletes in the division. And if he shows up looking like vintage Breon, he might be going home with another piece of hardware. I'm sure there are plenty of you out there watching this right now who identify yourself as being strong if we threw a poll up on Instagram right now. But here's the thing. There's strong, and then there's James Hollingshead Strong, as in I'm just starting to get back into the swing of things, so I'm going to take it easy by repping out 455 like it's 135. And the craziest part about James throwing up videos like this is that he doesn't even realize how insane some of these numbers are, because it's just a regular Monday for him. Some people are just built different, and James is one of the people who can do things that 99% of the other people on this planet flat out can't do. We also have some news from you today, courtesy of our old friend Jon Delarosa, who went on the record to say that he's planning to jump back into competing after taking some time away from the stage. According to Jon, right now he doesn't have any exact shows in his mind, but he's tentatively targeting something in May or June. Historically, that mid to late May window is when the New York Pro is held, and that's a show that Jon's had a lot of success with in the past, which definitely makes it a possibility. You know, people forget that we were talking about Jon as a potential top 10 Olympian not all that long ago. So if he gets back to that level, we're talking about someone who can be a major disruptor in the open class. And considering how crazy things had been for the last 2 years, this might actually be the perfect time for him to make his move. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.